Boom, we're live. Welcome back, everybody, to another Off the Lip radio show live from the Santa Cruz boardroom right here in beautiful Pleasure Point. So I hope everybody's having a great day. I think we're starting spring right now, Neil. Can we talk about your day yesterday?
Oh,
You were at the ranch.
Swelping.
Was Slater there?
No, I didn't see him.
Was there
He
anybody?
was making me. I think he was in the kitchen making me breakfast.
Who was the best surfer there?
Sean Thompson.
Sean Thompson?
Yeah.
He was shredding the hardest? Shracking. Earlier you told me that you burned everybody?
Pretty much.
Okay, and were you popular? Were
No.
they mad?
No, they
They were totally pissed.
Yeah,
Did you have a stand-up?
Yeah. A big stand-up. Wasn't like a little stand-up, big stand-up.
Are you invited back?
Not at all.
Were you jousting?
Oh, yeah.
One and done. One and done.
Out.
Okay, what was the best food?
The best food?
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
it was Guy's birthday. There was five. Let me tell you, there was 5 birthday cakes.
Wow.
Gizditch Ranch pies.
Whoa, okay.
Beautiful.
Incredible food.
Apple
I mean,
pie.
as soon as you had lunch, right?
Yeah.
10 minutes later, snack time. Wait a minute, just had lunch. Oh, and then after that, dinner time.
Huh.
And then it was a 9 o'clock barbecue.
Wow.
Sounds like a union gig.
So you packed on a few pounds? Packed on a few pounds?
I gotta get, yeah.
So as far as the surf ranch, you recommend that?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
It's like a surface Disneyland. You don't want to go home.
Garen, you been there?
Yeah, several times. I mean, it's fun. You look at it this way. You can either spend $5,000, $6,000, $8,000 and go to Bali and try to catch the wave of your life.
Yeah, or go there.
It's skunked. Or you could go there and have 20 attempts at trying to get that.
And is it overhead for you?
If you want it to be. Yeah, no, because you can choose. You can
Double
choose.
overhead for me.
You can choose. The guy comes by and says, "What do you want?
You want a big one or a small
You want a big one or a small one?
Yeah,
CT3,
Musburger.
CT1, CT1.
Right.
So
Yeah. So you order your wave?
You order your wave.
Wow, medium rare? That's kind of how you do it? All right, okay.
Medium rare.
So you're one and done. You're not welcome back.
No, I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
I got to go out with the guy. For,
Yeah. Okay, but you had a good time. That's
had a good
great.
time.
Well,
Happy birthday, guy! Happy birthday, guy! And
Happy
thank you
birthday,
and
Guy.
thank you so much for
And Guy does
having
a
me
lot
tech.
for the community. And
Yeah.
Guy's a great guy. So happy birthday, Guy. Maybe next year you'll invite me, Guy.
Happy birthday, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Did Guy have his wetsuit on the right way? I'm not going for
I
sure
mentioned
now.
it. I told that story to somebody. I forgot who it was.
Reverse.
Oh, no, it's...
You busted his ball.
busted-
The first time he came on the show, he didn't give a shit who it was. You know, Guy Cal, right? He didn't give a shit, right? He's only
Yeah.
5th guy hired by Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
He didn't give a shit.
No.
By the way, all those books you sold, you gotta have them recall them all because the wetsuit he's surfing, but his wetsuit's
On
zipped
backwards.
on backwards.
He has a zipper.
on the back of cover of his book is a picture of a surfer with the zipper going up.
He's like,
I'm like, dude,
You're going to get called out.
who is your proofreader? Obviously not a surfer. And so, yeah, and he's like, no, Pat O'Neill gave me that wetsuit. Well, you put it on
And you put it
backwards.
on backwards, bro.
So happy birthday, Guy.
And,
And,
I hope you're not listening, Guy.
and obviously I am not invited to the surf ranch. And
That's
that's why I brought up that story.
Yeah,
You know what we're here for tonight?
the Comic-Con.
We're talking about Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Can you got that in the
Woo!
video right
Yeah,
there?
yeah. Good.
So this is an event, April 5th. Let's introductions, down the road.
George Tenkamp from owner of Hadbro Toys.
Inside the Capitola Mall.
Inside the Capitol Mall, yes, it's in there.
Aaron Alden, Surf City Comics.
Nobody special.
Yeah, he's not there, Mile. The guy wears many hats.
He was just here last week or the week before.
He was 2 weeks ago when we had
Yeah,
Buell
You guys were trying to bleed something out
with
of it.
breaking news. God, did he clam up on us?
Well, you were like, he told us for,
I don't know what it was all about.
he told us for an hour, keep it down, on the down
He
low.
was so mad.
He just goes,
kept calling him
breaking
out.
news!
Yeah, bring it up.
Breaking
And then
news!
he would like throw us a worm and then reel it in super quick. And you're like, dude. It turns out he's waiting on a paycheck. I get it, Buell. So you guys, this is coming up on April 5th.
Correct.
It's your second annual Comic-Con. For those who don't know, what is a Comic-Con?
Yeah, thank you.
Comic-Con's anything that involves... Sorry, George from Hadbro Toys. I don't mean to take over on you guys.
Please do.
But yeah, I mean, Comic-Con, it's anything involving, pop culture, the nerderisms of, all of us. Be it comics, toys, anime, movies, all that good stuff, all in one place. So that's what we're trying to do. Bring the community together and support and
it's gonna be like this, like what you did, right?
Got some cosplay.
Similar
Hey,
type
we
of
got
event.
cosplay, absolutely.
A similar type of
similar.
event is what you did.
Well, I mean, they're doing it in the same building, the Sears building, and you know, we both have businesses in the Capitola Mall,
Right.
and the management there is pretty cool about having that
Absolutely.
space be available
Absolutely.
Very
Yeah.
easy
to the
work
public.
with.
Yeah, they're great. So we were able to put the skateboard contest on. These guys are doing their second annual Comic Con there.
Yeah.
You kind of have a list of stuff that's going on here. I see we have a cosplay contest.
What's that?
Absolutely, we
What
got-
is that? What's that? I don't know that one. What is that?
So we got people dressing up as, you know, their favorite characters from either
okay.
an anime,
Okay.
a comic book, a movie, something like that.
TC,
And
what
then
would
do
you go
your
as, TC?
Probably Superman. Yeah, and stuff a sock in there.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah,
You're
it'd be
gonna-
awesome.
I don't
Well,
think
it's kind of like
you're not gonna fit in that cape, bro.
Yeah, I do look good in a cape. But it's cosplay is kind of a good excuse for girls to dress slutty, right? Kind of deal. Was that
It can be.
I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
Is it?
Well, it is
Okay,
now.
hang on.
Now it is. Now that you put it out
Is
there.
this?
Time, yeah.
Is it say it's a slutty affair? It's a slutty affair.
No, it's not. No, you're
No,
dressing
it's a
up.
family affair.
it's a family
Absolutely.
affair.
Yeah. Dress
Okay,
appropriate.
But,
Okay.
but you know what, Mom? Put on that costume and rock it.
But there's
Yeah.
a first place of $200.
$200.
Grand prize
Grand
for the
prize.
best.
Oh, for the best costume?
And multiple places after that.
Did you do that last year?
We didn't do that last year. So last year it was all about vendors and all about the cool collectibles and collectors in Santa Cruz. This year we're adding the cosplay, area to it, and we're emphasizing the cosplay this year. Next year, just wait and see. We got more stuff in
We
store.
also have the 501st,
We have the 501st coming.
Star Wars.
We also have the Ghostbusters coming from Sacramento.
With their vehicles.
With their Stay Puft Marshmallow Men. We have a blow up 30 foot and a blow up 12 foot Stay Puft that'll be out front, showing you exactly where the con is, right on 41st Avenue, 1855, the old Sears building.
Is stuff for sale? Is it people swapping? What's this?
Both.
Both.
Come in, you
Okay.
pay your fee, $10. I mean, it cheap as shit. So $10. If you're 10 and under, you get in free. So freaking tag on your dad's freaking
Come on.
coattails or whatever, and have them let you in. But yeah, there's gonna be collectibles from all over. I mean, be it comics, be it cards, video games, vintage toys. Come in, grab it, and you get a great deal on it, and meet some of the people that are in your community that are into the same stuff.
Okay.
How's that industry doing? Is it hot right now? The collectible market?
It's huge. It's huge. Everybody's into it. Everybody that you thought that you didn't think was into it is into it. So we have a ton of closet collectors.
Ah,
and nerds out
People are
there.
coming out of the woodwork.
Is there a closet collector prize?
And then a lot of the movies and then the TV shows, all that inspires people that want to collect, come out and find their favorite characters, their favorite toys.
Right.
And then come in, I want to trade this for that or this or that. And usually everybody's willing to do trading and bargaining and switching out too. So.
Well, I was shocked when we launched the Pokemon skateboards from Santa Cruz.
Dude,
those are
I had
huge.
50 people waiting on the doorstep out here for those.
Huge.
I was shocked and it wasn't kids. We're talking adults.
No, that
Yeah,
adults now.
35-year-old
Yeah,
adults.
no,
Yeah.
there wasn't one kid under 4 feet tall out there at all. It was pretty amazing.
It's crazy.
I see an artist alley on here. What's going on?
We're trying to grab as many local artists as possible. There's still spots open to get your art in there. We want to promote the awesome local artists that Santa Cruz has to offer. Santa Cruz has a ton of artists, be them musically inclined, be them physically inclined, be them artistically inclined
Okay.
with a paint and pen. So we just want to promote that.
Okay.
Is that art going to be for sale?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, along with
They
everything else.
need to make their money. I mean, I know artists are the worst at promoting themselves, but we want to promote them. We want them to make their money, try to make a living at this.
Food trucks out front. Is that a Chick-fil-A day at the mall?
No.
You know what? Unfortunately, it's not.
The fish and chips. The fish and chip
No,
truck.
Well, who's
Well,
coming?
so who we have is we got Taquiza's Gabriel's, who's also in the mall.
Yeah.
Amazing,
Gabriel's a
fantastic
great guy.
We got the
Oh,
Brad
good
as
food.
well.
Yep.
Kona Shaved Ice is on the books. They're coming down to give you all those nice, like, icy treats to cool you down on that nice, hot, freaking spring day.
SC
It's gonna
Eatery.
be-
They're on board, and we're working on 2 more, and we just got to get confirmation hopefully the next 2 days.
We're also going to have
be ready to go.
coffee, Sherry's Cookies in there. We got our good friend Rachel cooking up some awesome sweets for us.
At Buc-ee's.
So
So
you
no
know
one's
what I mean?
starving to death down there.
Absolutely not.
No, gonna get well
You
fed.
can always hit Chili's or there's
Yeah.
Whole Foods across the street. There's food everywhere.
They love
Yeah,
us when
yeah.
we do events there because their freaking goes skyrocket on the day.
That barbecue
So,
sandwich guy last year, he sold out.
How many people do you expect to come? How many
375
people do you think are going to come?
Well, last year we had over 1,500.
Okay.
We're shooting for more than that. Every
Okay.
year we want to grow. We want to get bigger. We want to, do more awesome things. We want to promote more of Santa Cruz culture and how awesome it is here.
Yeah.
And how it needs to stay Santa Cruz. It needs to stay weird.
Yeah.
And the good news is, from the experience I had with the skateboard contest, and the mall's excited about next year.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, everybody knows what's up with the mall, what's up with the mall, what's up with the mall. Well, as we all know, there is going to be a redevelopment in the mall, but the ownership of the mall has started another project first that they own in Northern California, and our mall's kind of been put on the back burner. So we should be able to use this space for a few more years.
I'm thinking 5 to 7 years. That's hopefully,
Yes.
hopefully we can just keep putting events in there, keep having great times, keep bringing the community together, and having
Well,
a great
it'd be
time.
nice to have the events that be successful, so they continue them after they remodel the new mall.
Absolutely. Well,
Well, that's
that
not going to
also
stop
gives
us
us.
from
Right.
continue. We'll just have to find another venue.
Yeah, another
But
location.
that also gives us a foot in the door too, to be like, look at all the great shit we've done.
Get the history. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's at the fairgrounds. Who knows where you end up next? But for the next few years, you are committed there. And I wanted to just say something real quick, as you know, I'm in the mall in the business. You're in the mall in the business.
Yep.
The mall is encouraging local businesses to come down and start out in there.
And support.
There's room in the mall for if you're interested in having a food court business.
It's
If you're-
empty- it's
There's
empty.
multiple. It's not empty. Actually, there's more and
There's
more
two-thirds-
local businesses
okay.
going in there all the time.
Yep.
But what I want to express to people is, if you have an idea to start a business, the springboard should be the mall. You have
Absolutely.
a built-in clientele. You got Macy's, you got Target, you got Kohl's, you got great businesses in there.
It's a startup ready to go.
Exactly.
It's basically you have they're giving you an office with a bunch of other businesses around you to promote yourself and to grow.
When you say the rents are pretty good, though.
They're all reasonable. They're all something that you can talk with them all about. They are more than reasonable to try to work with you and see what they can do. And it's one of those things, like I was a kid that grew up in the mall. I love that fucking mall.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the old Ladd's Castle.
KB Toys was right there. I bought
Put-ons. Remember put-ons?
Mervin's of California.
Yeah. What was the arcade called?
Ladd's Castle.
Launchpad?
Launchpad. That's it. Yeah,
Launchpad.
The original one was Ladd's
Was it
Castle.
Aladdin's Castle?
Well, you would know, you.
Well, it's
I'm old.
the mall's not going anywhere for a few years, and so while it's there, like if you do have an idea of a business and maybe you're looking for a place to springboard that, Brian Kirk is the manager at the mall, and you might want to
He's
check.
good.
Awesome dude.
Yeah, he's a good
great
dude.
to
Yeah.
work with.
Very easy.
More than more than
So-
willing to hear what you got to say.
$10 to get in, right?
$10 to get in, and I want to talk about the early access because if you're really a collector, right, that's the way to go.
So, like, it's a little downplayed, but Santa Cruz has some of the best freaking collectors I've ever met. Stuff that I have never seen before. That they're just, I mean, the reason people come to Santa Cruz is because they want to get into this night. It's a beautiful culture. It's awesome down here. It's pretty mellow. And a lot of these collectors are kind of in the same boat. They want to just have their collection and be
Right.
somewhere,
Exactly.
cool as well. Santa Cruz is cool. So they consider their collections to be cool. And the stuff that has come into my store has just been unbelievable. And it's all been local guys. And so I've been trying to promote some of those local guys that have been some of the premier, like I have one of the premier Japanese toy collectors coming to our friggin' event. He was there last year. The guy has an amazing Japanese robot collection. That's all he does. He's been doing it since the 80s.
Wow.
It's just fantastic. And that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to promote.
Do
Trying
you
to
think I
promote
could find
awesome
a
stuff.
Japanese steel molded airplane at that show?
Absolutely, you could. If
Because
you looked hard enough.
Well, I'm looking for one for my grandson's bedroom. My daughter was like, I need a metal pressed Japanese airplane.
There you go.
With that kind of toy.
Yep, you better get down there, TC.
Absolutely.
But that's, I mean,
Absolutely.
so if you're looking for something like that, that's the place to go,
So
possibly.
you
You're
got
not
people.
going to find a ton of Funko Pops, and you're not going to find...
What's a Funko Pop?
Exactly. Thank you for saying that.
Thank you.
What's a
That's-
Funko
So,
Pop?
That's how I know.
do you guys know what Beanie Babies were?
Oh,
Yeah.
I just gave away a ton of them.
That's
Yeah.
Funko Pop.
That's
Okay.
Funko Pops of this generation.
Got it.
So we're more into the eclectic. We're more into the rare. We're more into like the actual stuff that's gonna maintain value. It's not the new hip shit. All right, this is stuff that for serious collectors and serious people that want to see what it's about.
Yeah.
And on the early access, what the bonus is that you get in there early before the rest of the collectors, because a lot of comic book guys and some toy guys want to get to the booths early and go through stuff and grab the stuff and get the better deals.
They're going to cherry pick
before everybody. They're going to be the first ones in, and they're going to be the ones who have the first eyes on everything. And there's a
So
lot
if
of
there's
guys
one
that do
airplane
I want to pay the extra 15,
$5.
Yes.
and get in there early.
And that's one of the things too, because it's so many times, and even as a vendor at these things, you hear, "Oh, I had that, but this guy got it just right before."
That's
you.
the flea market.
Dude,
flea
it's
market
the
especially,
total
you know?
flea market.
Exactly.
Why got any skateboards? Just sold 3 of them.
And this is at 6 a.m. with fucking headlights on and shit like that. No,
Listen, I was a flea market guy for a long time. I would
too.
sit in my car and drink coffee till about 8:30 before I'd pull anything out, because it's the same. It's the guys with the vendors. would
It's
come
the
and stop.
vendors that want to
Yeah.
get shit,
Yeah.
so they want to cut you at the knees and get the stuff.
And then they move it next
So-
door and double the price.
Being a collector, you could come in there and you may not get it for that cut knee price, but you'll get it just above the knee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you
Or
get
in my case, I'll find the airplane.
you'll get the you'll
Yeah.
finally get it because somebody will
Yeah.
pass on it and you'll be like, I want it for something completely different.
You'll be down there, TC.
Well, like I said, I've been put on a mission, and I'm on it. You know, so I'm looking for one of those pressed tin airplanes. You know, a couple propellers. on it.
Well, I'm gonna start putting it out to my freaking collector
Yeah,
friends
there
that are
you go.
coming. And
Yeah.
be like, hey, if you got any of these, bring them down. I got to buy it.
I got a buyer. So that's amazing. Garen, you're a toy collector nerd, right?
Nerd, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you were. You know, I know you've been liquidating some of your stuff.
yeah.
Are you having a booth here?
No, I had one last year, and it did fairly well. I just have certain things that I just don't want to let go of.
True collector.
But heck,
That's what
TC,
comes out.
this has been the second week in a row. We've seen this new shirt here.
Yeah, I don't know what he's wearing. It's just some new logo he's got on.
Yeah, it's nothing cool.
Oh, hold it!
I don't know. He
Hey,
says
We'll talk about that in a couple weeks.
I think they have a booth at the con actually.
we'll see what he's talking about, but mum's the word. Right
Mum's
now.
the word.
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah, TC, breaking news, isn't it?
Well, breaking news is he's wearing a shirt that says "Reckless Wetsuits."
Yes.
But he's not talking about it. So we'll
Let's
find
just
out.
not be conservative about things.
Him and Bueller are on the same page.
They
Lips
are.
are sealed. Yes.
Give him 3 margaritas.
Who is that?
Give him 3 margaritas and a joint. They were talking.
By the way, I did notice Buell is still closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Just
gonna be-
based on our show from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks
Last
And
week?
do we comment? Do we comment on all the John Laird fans?
Oh yeah, no, we had John Laird in between, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first off, we had John Laird on talking about Moss Landing, and that show kind of went viral. I will say this: people are very emotional about what happened at Moss Landing.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I have to also apologize to our viewers, because at the time I didn't realize how many people are sick.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to come across as not caring about the people who are sick, but I read the comments on that show, and I was surprised at how many people say that they have symptoms of being sick.
Yeah, I talked to
from
one
that.
gal who was on a boat at the harbor. I talked to her
Yeah.
last week, and she's
And,
done.
and so I personally want to apologize to our listeners
Yeah.
and to the people who watch that show, because I didn't want to seem insensitive about what was going on
Yeah,
down there.
yeah.
And I
just
truly,
didn't know.
I truly believe that we'll get more information as time goes on. I do think that
think
John Laird's trying his best.
I think it's
He's
similar to
learning.
like COVID. When COVID showed up, nobody didn't
No
come.
one knew.
It didn't come with an owner's manual,
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody had an idea what to do.
Right.
I think it's a very similar situation right here at Moss Landing.
Well, it's interesting, you know. John said something interesting in that show. He said, "People wonder what I do at work," and he said, "You know, I'm on the phone. I talk to this and this and this, and I'm hustling all day long. People don't know that, so they question what I do." And so I feel like he's a good guy to support what's going on down there,
Yeah,
and he cares. But we just don't have all the information.
Yeah.
And that's I think
What are the
problem.
symptoms?
You know, and
Have
I
you heard
don't.
anything?
I don't. Because
Headaches and respiratory.
Respiratory, skin
yeah.
rash,
Yeah.
Sinus.
Just thinking about it has given me a headache. And
That's
some
what I
kind of
mean.
itchy
Well,
rashes.
that was
that
There's
are-
a symptom right there.
There's a lot of black smoke, so. You know.
Well, we'll see what happens down the line. But again, I just want to let everybody know about
Yep.
that.
Good
And,
job, TC.
Yeah,
Nice
and,
going.
Yeah, and John Laird was a great guest, and I feel like some people just got really upset because they're so emotional
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Go back here. Let's go. Give us the details here again one more
On
time.
April 5th at the
Free
Capitola
parking.
Mall. Free parking.
100 vendors.
Put on your costumes.
Probably
Yeah.
100
Yeah.
Please
plus
put on your
vendors.
costumes.
I
Yes,
think
costumes.
the stage is still set up.
We have a
Yep,
stage
we have
set up.
stage.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so,
Superman will be there.
Bring your kids.
Yeah, Superman. Oh yeah, with a sock in there, you know it.
And there's a precursor to a reckless wetsuit on the front. Right?
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? This Comic Con, the Surf City Comic Con, it's just fun. It's for everybody, and I mean, it's you go in there and you just sit there and look at all these different vendors that may have some of your toys from your past.
Yeah.
And you just sit there and
And all the people in the
you want to
costumes
buy it
also.
all, but it's fun to just come in, check out things, see what other people.
Well,
Do you think is there a lot of Evil Knievel stuff there?
There is usually.
Yeah,
The originals.
absolutely.
Yeah, like the-
well,
jump
and that's one of the things too is
Yeah.
I get those toy vendors that are doing those 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s toys. I don't want stuff that's that you can find kind of easily.
What do you call the Beanie Baby earlier?
That was a Funko Pop.
Funko Pop.
Yeah, no Funko Pop.
With a big tombstone.
No Funko Pops. So kids under 10 are free.
Kids under 10 are free.
This is a kids show, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
lots of
Yeah.
Star
We want
Wars
the
and
kids there.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And lots of cosplay.
We're getting more into, and I'm getting more and more younger kids coming in and being like, they want the rare. They want this nostalgic stuff that they don't really know about, but they
and they're
see it
informed,
through.
right?
Yeah.
They're informed.
Yeah.
Yes,
No, I mean, they're YouTubing the shit out of all this
Right.
stuff. They're coming
Yeah.
to me with like, you got any 70s Migos? I'm
Yeah.
like, kid, you're 15 years old. What the fuck you know about a Migo?
$400
Yeah, that's from the 70s. Like, what do you, whoa.
Well, and I also want to say, I feel like the stores there at the entrance to the Capitola Mall are kind of a Comic Con every day.
Dude,
Yes.
it
Can I say
completely-
say that? 'Cause
Absolutely.
the stores are packed with stuff.
Yeah.
And there's always people in there. So obviously your roots are deep already in what you're doing.
It was the weirdest thing is that I never thought of ever doing this store or ever doing a Comic Con. It was, I had to downplay the fact that I'm not that special. People are into the same shit I'm into.
Him and I have been talking about it for 10 years at least.
At
Doing
least.
it. Then we got together and let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it.
Yeah, that's
With
really
a
cool.
lot of help from Garen.
It's
Well,
actually
it's-
it's a lot of fun. Like going into the mall and one of the first stores you see is his store, Hat Bros.
Yes.
And you look in that first window and you just see the 60s or the 70s and 80s toys, and it makes you want to go in there and just check it out because you're going to go in there and find yourself in there for an hour before you realize that.
Oh, well, I mean, and that's one of the things, too, is our customer base goes from 5 to freaking, 105.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that broad, and it's so great to see, sons and moms or daughters and dads getting goofy with the same shit.
Yeah. And
Or seeing a dad try to relate to his son. Like, dude, I used to watch this stuff, and then seeing his son get like stoked on it because they want to have that connection. They want to have that relationship. Yeah. That's what it comes down to. Like, you want to relate with your pop. You want to relate.
That's what you're doing with your grandson.
Exactly, yeah. This April 5th, Saturday, Capitola Mall,
Yep.
Comic Con, second annual. $10 to get in, $15 to get in there early if there's
And
something you're
big
really
time-
looking for, like a press tin airplane.
You might not have to even get in early.
Right there in the Sears building on 41st Avenue. That's 1855 41st Avenue. Food trucks. You can wear your costumes. You can have your kid dress up, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So have
Bring
the
your
kids
dog. Have your dog
dress up the whole family and have lunch. Enjoy a good show. Have a great time. And hopefully it's a great success, you guys.
Just come out
Thank
and
you.
support.
Yeah.
All
We
we
hope
want to
so.
do is make this
We wanna make
better
people
and
happy.
better.
What does this right here do?
That right there is for your tickets.
If they want to buy advance
If
purchase?
they want to buy advance,
Can we
before
get this
it sells
right here?
out
What,
or
the
anything
QR
like that.
code?
QR code
And
for
it's on
advance
our
tickets.
Instagram and on our website, and it's
Okay.
all. And if you want to be a vendor, there's some spots left.
Yeah.
It's got to apply through the website.
Yeah.
Earlier
just
you
hit us
said
up.
you already you hit the 100 mark, right?
Oh yeah, we're there.
But
What-
the
what is
mall
the-
in there is you get flexible.
What is
So
the
with the
website?
mall, they're willing to work with us and open
You
it
can
up
push it
more and
back.
more.
What is the website?
Surf City Comic Con?
Okay.
Or Surf
No,
City
Surf
CC.
City CC.
Surf
Can we
City
please zoom that
CC.
in right there? The Surf City CC right there. That's the website, and you can get tickets on that website.
Got it.
And
Got
that'll
it. Got
give
it.
you info for vendor applications, artist applications,
Everything
and
you need.
tickets.
Okay.
And that's what we need you to go through there in order to sign
And
up.
if you have any
to do
questions,
that.
we can answer them through there as well.
All right. Cool.
Or stop by the mall.
Yes.
Or stop by the mall.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Okay.
If
It's
you
as easy
dare.
as that. Speaking about one thing before, anybody who's watching, tomorrow we start the coloring contest judging.
Okay.
Yeah, it is officially.
Who's judging?
Jimbo Phillips
Okay.
is our judge.
Good.
And so
Jimbo, we need
How
you at
many
the
how many
car.
entrances
show
how many
up.
entrances you have so far?
it's a huge stack.
Is there?
It's a big stack, yeah. Yeah, I just saw some come in from Europe. We actually always wait a few days after
Yeah.
the deadline because I want to make sure stuff's in transit.
Yeah.
Because we usually get people entering from just about every continent, but we haven't had anyone from Antarctica yet.
Yep.
So if you're in Antarctica next
There's
year,
like 7 people.
well, I'm hoping somebody from Antarctica will enter next year.
And we have a very special show next week with one of the other Campion clan.
Amazing.
will be here.
Yeah.
805.
And you know what? I'm
805.
really looking forward to it. 'Cause my brother Kevin
Yeah.
is a pioneer in the skate and surf industry, and he founded Marin Surf Sports in Mill Valley, which is now Proof Lab, in like 1984. And he has been a retailer ever since.
Yeah.
He currently has an indoor skate park in Atascadero and a surf and
Was he
skateboard
Man of the
shop.
Year or something down
He
there?
was Man of the
Yeah,
Year
right,
in Atascadero.
His shop's amazing. I've been in there. I used to bring my magazine in there.
He's a legend in board sports, and I'm so proud of him. And it's the first time that he's been in the Off Lip
Yeah.
radio show.
Yeah.
And so next week
He's
will
been
be
talking about coming for a long time.
it'll be an
yeah.
amazing show to have my big bro
Yeah.
KPC
Yeah.
on the show. So
looking forward to it.
Kevin might be watching tonight. Next week we'll be here. We'll have a great dinner afterwards.
Yeah.
And it'll be a fun night. So
All right, cool.
Thanks again, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, one more time,
special
you know.
show. You're welcome. April 1st.
Yeah, Jason Jesse.
Yeah.
Coming back. And you know what? Really, there hasn't been a lot of discussion since Jason's career had a speed bump
Yeah.
in skateboarding. And we're going to talk about it. And we're going to see where his mindset was then and what his mindset is now.
Right.
And nobody has that information. So hopefully it'll be a great show. And we'll look into the mind of Jason Jesse, which is a Comic Con. And with that, everybody, good night from the Outfit Radio Show.
Thank you very
And there
much.
could be possibly, some.
Oh,
Oh, geez.
what a tease! What a tease!
Whoa, where are you going?
Get out of here.
Running for the hills.
No, you're not. Get
Hey,
back here.
Thanks again, you guys.
Yeah.
Everybody, good night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you
Thank
next
you.
week on the Off Lip Radio Show.
Thank you.